offers their help to you in sticky situations, do they really know what they're talking about? Our next guest says, maybe not. Join us, host of WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp, reality stars, and author of Bad Advice. Please welcome Dr. Venus Nicolino. Dr. V, I love this. This whole concept of we've got to question the advice people are giving us, right?
Yes, I mean, we have to question what might be perceived as wisdom or everyday catchphrases that you might hear or even see. We share them on Facebook. We love them on the gram. We even tell them to each other, probably at the worst possible time. So let me give you an example. If you're feeling heartbroken, you can't love anybody until you love yourself. Right? You hear that all the time. And yet, we never question that. Is that true? Is that real? Well, in my research in Bad Advice, I debunk several different kinds of perceived wisdom. Expectations lead to disappointment. When you're wanting to find a career path, just follow your bliss. When somebody's hurt you, nobody can make you feel bad without your permission. So I mean, permission to be hurt.
And Dr. V, that's the question. These people are so quick to give you their advice. I mean, what's their agenda? They probably have their own baggage going on that, I don't know, that by giving you advice, they're somehow processing their own drama.
And that's very true, but I do believe that we do want to help each other. We're meant to connect. We're meant to cooperate. So I do believe that we're telling this advice with good intentions. But I wrote this book to question these perceived wisdom. Is it really true that you cannot love anyone until you love yourself? You're wrong. You're all wrong. Because it is biologically and scientifically impossible to love yourself in the same way that you would love someone else. So, that's right.
Well, I can see that. You can be comfortable with yourself, at ease with yourself.
Well, it also implies a sequence of events. First, I love me, then I'll love you. Okay. And love doesn't work that way. Love hits at the reptilian core of your brain, in the amygdala. You have no control over your love. None. You're loving people all day long. And your love, your amygdala, doesn't care how you feel about you. It doesn't care.
Let me ask you, because apparently I'm living my life all wrong. So I do want to ask you. I understand what you're saying. It's possible to love someone without loving yourself, but is it a good idea to love yourself first so that you don't feel as though that other person completes you?
That is a wonderful question. That being said, it is biologically impossible to love yourself the way you love someone else. It isn't supported by brain circuitry. So I go a little bit more in depth in the book about how this all plans out. But words matter. We're branding this nonsense. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. But guess what? Nobody tells you how. You know why? Because there is.
Because they're all giving bad advice. Go ahead.
I was just curious on that note, because I know one of the things you also consider is bad advice is giving yourself affirmations. And so I think that sort of feeds into the whole aspect of people thinking they love themselves.
So, for example, like if you were to stand in front of the mirror and say, I am beautiful, and you don't believe yourself to be beautiful, guess what? You are reinforcing what you don't believe. You are reinforcing that you don't believe you are beautiful. So, not only are affirmations unhelpful, they actually can be harmful.
In your book, do you tell us how to fix it?
I do.
Because I'm just
So basically, if you hate yourself, you're going to find love. If you look in the mirror and you say, God, I look bad today, you're going to look good.
Yeah, you're gonna look good.
Hey, I don't know that it's as simple as good advice or bad advice, individual advice. It could be bad advice for one person, good advice for someone else. But in this case, I love the fact that Dr. Venus has written a book called Bad Advice, and everyone in the audience is going home with a copy.